everybody, it's Caitlin with Glitter Chimp here to do you a new method for new method tutorial tonight of a new method we've come up with called the modified cell method. We're gonna show you guys how to get these amazing little cells when you do a galaxy tumbler or anything with micas. So it's gonna be a great tutorial. It's super easy and quick. Hey Twanda. And it's great because it's live, so you'll get to chat with me and interact and ask questions, and we'll get started in just a minute. But this is gonna be cool, so we're gonna do both. Hey Rachel, the Galaxy Tumbler tutorial, like I said, plus I accidentally came up with this new way to do the cells. So for those of you who've been wanting to do the cells, we have come up with how to do it. So, hey Wanda, hey Michelle, oh my gosh, so many people are jumping on. So our Facebook page is Glitter Chimp, and we're super easy to see, to find online. So you can find us at glitterchimp.com, which you can see the sign here, which shows Glitter Chimp, and our awesome little monkey named Gizmo. So everyone's getting on. Real quick, just so you guys know, I'm going to go through all the different micas we're going to use tonight, as well as just the tools that I'll be using, because for some of this, I'm trying to do it so it's less messy. Because if you've worked with micas before, it tends to get a little messy. So the colors we're going to be using tonight, which are micas, are Glitter Chimp Charcoal, which is black. Also, we're going to be using, sorry, some of these have got mica on them. Hades, which is our one of the Chameleon colors that we have. We're going to use Eden, Jasmine, Bell Bottoms, which is a really cool blue, Foxy, because it's a gorgeous pink orange, Yellow Submarine for yellow, and for a little extra sparkle, and to show you guys how to do the cells, we'll be using our Diva collection, which is Gaga, to give it a little shimmer. So that is the micas and the glitter we're using tonight. The tools I'm using is FX Epoxy, for those of you who always tend to ask. For this one, we're using FX Standard Epoxy. Great stuff. This works really great for down where we are. And, what'd you do? Put it that way. Oh, man, she took my fan. Now I have no fan. So, anyways, so I've got cups. The other things you're gonna need are, I use a little measuring spoon just to scoop out the mica powder. And I'm using a strainer, and I'll show you guys why later, but it's to help so there's not as much splash with the mica powder from when we're sprinkling it. And straws. And I'll show you why, because we're gonna do some cool little effects with the Chameleon powder. So, Keely's laughing at me. Keely's here. If you can tell, we're in the glitter shop tonight and we're all working. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is turn the camera down so y'all can see. I have a prepped cup. It's a Hogg 30-ounce cup. It is prepped in black spray paint, and was sanded and prepped with the proper way. So it's just got black matte spray paint on it, and the reason for that is because with using like mica powder, sometimes you can get a little separation on the edges of the cup. So this way you get a nice solid color. Hello in Mountain Home. I just saw someone was in Mountain Home. I know where that is. So anyways, let's get going on this tutorial. I'm gonna turn the camera down so y'all can see the cup, and I can still see your questions, which is even better. So first I'm gonna get some epoxy mixed. Probably should have done this first. I get it. Okay. Take off my ring. So I have just a nice black tumbler. I'm using the new Glitter Chimp. We just redesigned our turner here, which I'll show you guys. So we have a nice new adjustable turner. It's got the different, I'll show it more in a few minutes. All right, so we're gonna turn this thing on. I hope it doesn't squeak and creak like it did yesterday. So, got the cup spinning. This is a Hogg 30, I think I said that. Yes, Pam, the video will be saved so you can watch it later. And we'll make sure to share it too in the Facebook pages. And feel free to share it too in other pages too. I mean, this is a brand new method that hasn't been done before. And we're calling it the modified cell method. So for those of you who do like dirty pours on canvas, it's very similar to that, creating the cell effect. So I have my epoxy mixed, and to do this I mix so I'm going to be mixing charcoal into the epoxy to give it a really nice dark spacey feel. Get a little more. So you're gonna make the epoxy super nice and black. And this is a pearl mica, so it's gonna have just a little bit of a shimmer, but not much. But otherwise it's a great space black. That's why I love this color. So I'm only using, I probably use less than a quarter a teaspoon. I have a little teaspoon that I use. So I use a little less than a quarter teaspoon to get it so it's really nice and tar black with a little shimmer. All right. All right, so now that we have that done, time to put on the gloves. Hey, Brandy, welcome. All right, so now that we did charcoal, we are done with that one. We may use it later, we'll see, but so that was charcoal. So, you're just gonna apply like you would normal epoxy. Because it is. It's just really dark and black. And you're gonna wanna get the whole cup coated. All right, so getting the cup coated, nice thick coat. Not too thick, but just the right amount, like you would be doing normal Mod Podge or normal epoxy method. Train.
Is that the new Tumbler design? The Turner design?
Uh-huh.
Yes, somebody's asking.
Yeah, this is the new turner. The new turners are gonna actually be for the basics one where it doesn't come with the motor or the adapter is $19.99, which they'll be online tomorrow for our upload when we restock the site. So gonna get a nice coat of epoxy. Thank you for reading that. And make sure you get the whole cup coated because otherwise the mica will not stick to the tumbler. FX, I haven't had it with a lot of bubbles, but if I do end up with bubbles, I use a like a kitchen torch to get out the bubbles, which I just realized I left in the other room. Can you get my torch? It's on the printer. It's so nice to have someone here to help me when I forget stuff. All right, so I got my whole cup nice and coated. Yes, I do use the torch. Like right now, there's a few little, very few bubbles. So I just use my little torch to get out any extra little bubbles. So now it's nice and coated. It's got a little bit of a sheen to it. Got some epoxy on the table. I do have leftover epoxy, which normally I would just put into a mold, but I don't have any molds here. So this is my kitchen torch. Yeah, all the micas are great for guy cups because, I mean, they don't really sparkle, but it's just enough. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get rid of some of the bubbles on here. Awesome sauce. There's a few. Oh, right. Oh, snap. Look at that. Look at that. See, I got a little mold. So we're gonna make a little black gem here. Woohoo. These are great. If you have kids, thank you, Paige. Little black one. I had just enough to make one little gemstone. Those are great, by the way, for samples. It's just a silicone mold. I love them. They do so much awesome stuff. We use it for my daughter and the other kids that are in the shop. So I don't sell the torch. You can get them on Amazon, though, for like really, really cheap. I got this one actually as a wedding present like 100 years ago. It was supposed to be meant for creme brulees. I use it now for epoxy. So we have our cup turning.
How much epoxy did you use? Did you already say? Sorry.
So I use the gallon jugs of epoxy, so it's really hard. I use pumps. They're 1 ounce pumps of each, so it's technically I use 2 ounces, but I mean it only took about
probably 1 ounce. Almost.
Probably took a little bit less than an ounce, and then an ounce went into the the mold. All right, so this is where you're gonna get your straw, and you're going to. This is gonna be strange. I'm gonna put the camera up for just a quick second so y'all can kind of see this. Okay, so when you do this, I use the Chameleon powder for this part to get a nice kind of special spacey look. And what you will do is take a straw and stick it in, and the mica powder ends up in the straw. And then you're going to literally blow it onto the cup. And I'll turn the cup back down so y'all can see how it looks when you put it on there. But it's gonna give it a really cool effect. I love doing this method. Keely, I apologize. All right, so you just take the straw, hold it a little bit away.
Oh, wow.
Blow. Yep, it's gonna go. I told y'all, it's gonna go everywhere.
I don't care. It's mica.
It's mica. Keely loves mica. So when it turns back around, y'all will see. There it is. Look at that beautiful splatter of color. And this is Hades. Oh yeah, see, they're coming to look. So it gives it a really cool splatter without clumpiness. I don't know. I just think it looks cool. Sorry. All the shipping supplies are protected. Woo! Poor Keely. You're gonna sparkle. Come on. There we go. All right. Woo! Don't breathe. Okay, so that's pretty much how that's gonna look with using a straw. And you just literally just take a stick, put it in there and stuff. And yes, definitely wearing a mask if you can. It's kind of hard to when you're blowing, but you know.
Okay, reiterate, like say again what you're using.
A straw.
No, the mica.
Oh, this is... Sorry, guys. So this is Hades. It is a Chameleon mica. So it works the best on a black base, which we're doing. And it gives you a cool... It's a color shift, basically, of the mica powder. So this is going to give you... It's a blue to purple shift. And I absolutely love the Chameleon powders. I actually have... Are you by chance by... Athena? No, not Athena. Poseidon? Or Athena's behind me. Yeah. So anyways, so this is cool though, because it's just using a straw. Any straw works. And it just kind of gives it a really cool... Oh, thank you. So here, I'll show you guys a second one. This is Poseidon. And this one's a greenish shift. That didn't work at all. So that one's gonna give it a really big green splatter. And you'll see that come around. But we do have both Poseidon, which is an awesome green, and then Athena, which is a green and pink, in stock. So you see the green shift. The black specks are just, they're little air bubbles that are popping. But what next happens will cover up a lot of those. So, okay, we did those. So now is the fun part where you get to use your strainer. And you basically will pick and choose what colors you want to drop onto the tumbler. And so I'm gonna start with Jasmine. And again, you just take a little, so I'm just showing you, so this is a 1/4 teaspoon, what am I talking about? It's a 1/4 teaspoon. Teaspoon. I'm barely using any of it. It's like 1/8 of a teaspoon. So you literally will just hold the strainer a little bit above the tumbler. I feel like I need to turn it up a bit so you can see kind of more. Hold on. Woohoo! Okay. All right, so you're gonna hold this over the top and just kind of sprinkle it. And what happens is the mica gets a little bit of a star, like starburst type look, like a real galaxy would have, where the random stars are there. And what's awesome about this tumbler, this design with the galaxy, is you really can't mess it up because the galaxy is however you want it to look. It can look like any different nebulas, and because that's, you know, science. Science is super fun. All right, so you end up with a little bit of some speckling. And strainers, by the way, are super great for this because they don't give you a really crazy burst. If you're wanting to do more of a firecracker type look, you wouldn't use the strainer and it'll actually splatter. So that's with Jasmine. And I'm gonna throw a little bit of Eden. So this is Eden. Brittany, I'm not going to use any glow powder tonight. I'm going to do another tutorial with that in about probably a week. Next week. What day is it? It's Thursday.
It'll be next week.
No, so next week. So now I'm going to do Eden. So I just have a little bit in here. Ooh, get that in the black spot. And I love it because you just look, it's got little speckles. Like it's little far off galaxies. I feel like I sound like Bob Ross right now.
You do.
Little speckles, little speckle here. It's a happy planet. But the happy planet. Happy planet. I'm losing it. So you end up getting that really cool splatter effect. Looks awesome. So everybody knows in the galaxy there's lots of stars that are huge and up close and they give you little suns. The white I used is Jasmine. I believe we are sold out of it, but we do have Duchess available, which is another white powder. So, all right, I'm going to show you guys now. This is Yellow Submarine, and we're going to do some little suns as if they're really close. They're staring at me. So, Yellow Submarine. It's a gorgeous bright yellow. And I'm not going to use the strainer on this one. I'm just going to use just a little bit, and I'm going to just drop it on there because I kind of want some bigger spots. So it's like a little sunburst on the cup. Oh my God, I do sound like Bob Ross. So I'm going to be for Halloween.
You should.
I'm going to be Bob Ross. Yes, the splatters will stay. That's why if you add the black epoxy, the black mica to the base coat of epoxy, it helps hold the specks in place while it spins, which is awesome because it just perfectly stays pretty much as you want it. I'm gonna do a little bit of blue, so we're gonna do bell bottoms. Right, so that's bell bottoms. That's just to give it a little extra speckles. This looks really nice. I really like this tumbler. All right, so that's adding bell bottoms. And remember, guys, a galaxy can be any color. That's what's so awesome about it. I mean, my almost 5-year-old is obsessed with space, so we have a whole lot of, hey, Jayla, a whole lot of just every color in the galaxy. So now I'm gonna add a little Foxy, which is a very nice, bright, orangish pink. It's more, I don't know, it's more orangey pink, but come on, fall off there. And the higher up you hold your spoon, or you can use a stir stick or something, the more splatter you will get. So that's what, if you hold it up higher, I know you guys can't see when I hold up that high, but it gives you a little bit more, especially I have a fan blowing right now. So, and if you want to add little comets and stuff, you can do that by controlling how well you pour the epoxy. I keep calling it epoxy. The mica. Here's my shirt. All right. I think we're gonna call that pretty much awesome. This is what I love about these. These tumblers are done so quick. It just is amazing how awesome they can be. And I just realized I kind of forgot to do the bottom. So we're just gonna throw a little bit at the bottom. Happy accidents. It's all about the happy accidents, guys. All right, so now, this is when you end up getting with the cells. So to show you guys the modified cells now with this, you are gonna need your Diva collection. You can use any of the colors. I'm using Gaga because it looks more like stars in my opinion. But here, look, there's one of the little comet looking things. So to do the cell effect, you're just gonna take your glitter and your fingers and just sprinkle the glitter onto the tumbler. And what happens is the glitter actually breaks the surface tension of the epoxy and creates little pock marks in the mica. So sorry about that. So you can see the holes start to pop up. And the cool thing is the glitter will stay in place. It won't, as long as you don't do it too heavy, it won't flow around the tumbler, but it leaves the little pock marks and it's smooth whenever it finishes curing. So the more glitter you put on here, the bigger the holes will appear, which gives you, I'm gonna try to cover this in here, which will give you these nice little pock marks. And I love it because it kind of looks like hammered metal almost. So now you can start to see the glitter going through the epoxy to sink to the bottom. And it just leaves the coolest little effect through the mica. And I love it. Oh, it looks so cool. It's like a whole bunch of little black holes. Gonna put some on the bottom. And that is how you do the modified cell method with a Galaxy tumbler. You can do the cells with any type of mica powder. You can do it with the glow powder and give it that pockmark look. We talked about, like, I did one that I'm gonna show it in here. It's more of the coppers. but it ends up looking like hammered metal. Just kind of looks kind of cool, creepy, great for anyone who loves space, that's for sure. As of right now, no, I'm not going to do any clear coat. It's just strictly going to cure like this. And then as soon as it finishes curing, I can either put a decal on it or just put another coat of epoxy, and it will be nice and smooth and ready to go. I'm going to turn the camera up real quick. So, oh my goodness, my hair is all crazy now. The cool thing is with this is you can do it with any type of look. It just gives it that great, I almost say grungy type of look. I don't know. I just, when I figured out how to do it, I mean, I was like hooked because I was just trying to make it look like sparkly stars. And then it started creating the little cells and I was like, oh my gosh, it's the one thing everybody's been trying to figure out is how to do the cells on a tumbler. So now we have, I haven't tried it with the spray bottle. I've just done it where I sprinkle it with my hands, but I have spray bottles coming soon. So once they get in, I'll test it for you guys to let you know if it'll work. The sprinkle one just kind of gives it a bit more of a chaotic type appearance where it's not quite so controlled. I mean, you can control how, you know, how big you want the holes to be, different things. So this one, by the way, is done with all the colors that I used tonight. I just did this one the other night. So it's got the nice purples and the blues. I love this tumbler. Oh, thank you. Everybody loves my red cup. It's, I guess, my favorite. I don't know. It's my favorite one. I saw somebody ask is if it cures smooth. The bigger the hole is that you create, it will leave like a slight divot, but not enough to where it's going to cause any issues for your next coat of epoxy. I mean, when I did this cup here, I'll show you guys, there's some spots where I didn't paint this cup because I just wanted to see what would happen if I didn't base coat it. So the tumbler is actually peeking through. So, I mean, you could even do some great effects where if you do a different color base coat and then you do the black epoxy on the black Mica epoxy on top, and where you drop it real heavy, it's going to give you a nice good spread where you'll get to like see that base coat kind of shine through. There's just a lot of things. I mean, I literally did this on Wednesday when I was prepping for this video, and I mean, it's just crazy how happy accidents happen. Creating a new method. Yay! So, Debbie, which cup? The red one or these? Because this is, if you rewatch the video, it'll show you everything. Oh yes, my shirt. So, thank you. But yeah, so this is a great new method. It's gonna really change a lot of ways that you can do cups. I think it's gonna be a cool way to do it. Cassie, you can use the black. I just do the black for the Galaxy cups, but I mean, you can do this exact same thing with any of the colors as the base. And I mean, you can make the school colors where it's like a yellow base and then you sprinkle on what color micas you want. But as long as you mix something into the epoxy for your base layer of epoxy, it'll help the epoxy stay in place. It's not gonna spin like it would, where with glitter it moves. You also will not want to apply heat after you start putting on the micas because that will make the epoxy move more as it's turning on the cup turner. So yeah, don't put a heat gun on it after. I haven't tried this with acrylic paint. It may work, but I haven't tried it with that, so I can try it though this weekend and see if that would work. Scarlet, Snowflake glitter. They are actually filling it today. So we'll actually have snowflakes next on tomorrow night. We have the silver ones, which are called disco snowflakes, and the Hello Tiffany teal snowflakes that are holographic. I think there's another one, but I don't know. No? Oh yeah, I think there's a white.
I don't know
I don't know. We have a lot. But this tumbler was done with Mod Podge. This is the modified swirl. If you search on Tumbler TV, you'll actually see the modified swirl video. But this is all glitter tumbler with a red base. I guess I should probably, Keely, make sure to make me post the glitters.
Huh. Okay.
The glitters that are on the cup, so everyone can know. For the peekaboo cups, the vinyl I use is the 531, which is a temporary adhesive, comes right off after I finish. Oh, thank you, Scarlett. We work hard. It's these women that work here are crazy. Crazy, because they're here working right now, and they've been working all day, but they're here by their own choice. I don't make them stay. But yeah, the Snowflakes will be on tomorrow. We're gonna have a really big upload tomorrow. No upload tonight. But yeah, but that's how you guys do the tumbler for the Galaxy, as well as the modified cells. And yes, I will be doing a buffalo plaid tumbler probably next week. I've done 3 already. I'm just trying to figure out which one to do for you guys in a video, but plaid is one of my favorite things. So yes, it will be done and it will be awesome. So I love doing them. They're one of my favorite ones because they're super easy to do. And yeah, so I'll show you guys the cup one more time so you can see how it's still maintaining its awesomeness and looks super good. Oh, thanks, Brittany. Let's see. Let me see. Someone said something. What do you have for a blue frozen winter cup? Like an icy blue. Oh, blueberry ice, and that'll be back in stock soon. I think next week. There's in the subscription boxes. But so that's all I have for you guys tonight. I'm so excited because this got to be a really quick tutorial to show you guys how amazing these cups are, and how easy it is to use the micas. I'll post a picture of this tumbler tomorrow after it's cured and I get another coat of epoxy on it, and y'all can see it tomorrow. So Silver Bells is actually has been filled, and it will be online tomorrow. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and join our Facebook page if you're not already a member. It's just Glitter Chimp. Super easy to find, and we post a lot of stuff on there about what's coming in stock, when other stuff's coming back in stock, as well as when our hard to find stuff is coming back in. So otherwise, the micas are already online. We're getting the glow powder back in soon, and I'll get a picture of this posted tomorrow. So you guys have a great night. We're gonna get back to filling glitter, and we will talk to you guys again super duper soon. So we will talk to you guys again soon, and next week we're gonna do a video on the plaid tumblers, as well as probably do something with some of the glow powder. We'll see what we have time for. So you guys have a great evening, and we'll talk to you guys again later. Bye.